Hola, future teachers! So, today I'm picking up where Taylor left off, and I am the last video for our chapter, so you are almost done. So, picking up where Taylor left off, I'm going to talk about selecting and using your resources, as well as I'm going to go through a couple of activities with you and provide you with a little summative assessment. So, to pick up with selecting and using resources, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. First, does the resource support the learning goals for the lesson? So what this means is, does the resource support your goals? Because as a teacher, you have goals for each lesson. So does this resource that you use support those goals? Second question, is the resource appropriate for students given their prior knowledge, reading ability, and maturity? So, we look at resources, and sometimes we have to curve our resource just a little bit just to meet the needs of our students. So the third question, can the resources be adapted and tailored to meet the specific needs of students? So that's one of the key things for a good resource. Can you adapt it and tailor make it for your students? Because our students have different needs, and let's just face it, sometimes our students would be best if our students got like a resource adapted to them to where we can meet their needs better. So for our first activity, as you went through this whole chapter, you've learned a lot about active learning. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a normal piece of paper, just like this. You're going to fold it in half twice to make like a little pamphlet, a little booklet type of thing. On one side, you're going to label pros. On the other side, you're going to label cons. Then what you're going to do is you're going to open up the pros and cons flap, and you're going to make 3 bullet points. So you are going to write 3 pros they find with active learning, as well as 3 cons of active learning. And then in the middle is just something where like you can just ask yourself questions or any other type of things that you can think of for active learning. How would you use this in your classroom? Stuff like that. And then basically the active learning toolkit, it just goes over what active learning is. Sorry, I can't flip this around or else I would show you. And is here, let me see if I can do it. Anyway, the active learning toolkit, so it basically says that outrageously engaging activities increase student participation, raise achievement, and have your toughest students asking for more. It helps build bonds with hard to reach students, gain respect, and eliminate confrontation. So I thought that would be a cool little toolkit for active learning. So it'd be something fun for you to have. So in our PowerPoint, you will see an active learning YouTube video. So you are going to click on the video and it will take you to the screen. So what you will do is you'll watch this little 5 minute, 47-minute video, and this is just explaining how teachers should teach active learning, as it's basically a review of what we have taught you. So it would be great for our summative assessment that we will go over. So after you watch the video, we are going to do a little Socrative. So I found after I made the Socrative that you have to pay for it. So I didn't do that. So we are going to just do the questions on Word. So first question is, define active learning. Also, I made a picture of a dolphin, so define active learning. Is it A learning process that involves students doing something in order to learn? B, a learning process that involves a lot of movement? C, a learning process that is tough to do? D, well, you see, I don't know. E, dolphins. It's obviously dolphins. Take a second and answer that. Number 2, what is a goal for active learning? I decided to give you a little inspirational quote there. Goals, set them, be them, reach them. Yes. What is a goal for active learning? Is it A, to get a good workout in? B, restrict student involvement? C, create interest and excitement about learning? D, both A and C? Or E, neither A and C? Take a second to answer that. Number 3, active learning is a good learning procedure. True or false? So take a second. Now, number 4, I had to add a corgi. They're just so adorable. What factor might influence the instructional approach? A, puppies. B, planets. C, food. D, students. E, time. Take a second, answer that. Number 5, what questions should you ask about the resources you use? A, does the resource support the learning goals for the lesson? B, is the resource appropriate for students given their prior knowledge, reading ability, and maturity? C, both A and B. D, neither A or B. Or E, corgis! So yeah, that is our lesson. So thank you for your cooperation during this trying time, and thank you for being such great future teachers, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.